What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I usually do a video every single time there's a new update in regards to the operator bundles, the brand new camos, everything that was sort of added in the update. This is the first time that I'm doing this, but a lot of you guys requested it as we go over the upcoming weapon blueprints and the brand new Mastercrafts. You want to see what they look like in game before thinking of purchasing any of the operator bundles. So that's what we're going to do in this video. Go over some of the best looking weapon blueprints that are going to be available in the Season 4 Reloaded update at some point. I'll also talk about all the free different weapon blueprints that you can currently get right now in Season 4 Reloaded. But anyways, let's go ahead, let's get into it. Now, usually in Call of Duty, they don't add the most amount of Mastercrafts within an update. You might see 1 or 2 per update, but they're sort of ramping this up because we're at the end of Modern Warfare 3's life cycle. The bundle quality starts improving, and they now include a little bit more Mastercrafts than what they did in the past. And the very first one that we have right here actually released with yesterday's store update, which was a part of the Tracer Pack Nuclear Family Ultra Skin / Mastercraft. I'm not going to go over the operator bundle all over again because I already did that before, but the Mastercraft weapon blueprint comes in for the TAC Evolver. It has a unique inspect animation, and this is what it looks like. Usually the inspect animations are a little bit longer than what the standard regular weapon blueprint version of it will look like. In this case right here, there's like some sort of a fish or a mutant monster that's in the mag, and the animation is just you messing around with this mutant monster, shaking it and just checking out the mag and looking at what's inside. It's really not the craziest inspect animation that we have so far with all these that are coming out, but at the moment this is considered a Mastercraft. You usually are not able to see what the inspect looks like when you're trying to purchase the bundle. You go into the FX preview, it simply just shows you what the tracer pack and the death effect look like. Anyways, credit to Austin6 for the footage, but this is the very first weapon blueprint that we have here. The second weapon blueprint, in my opinion, is actually a little bit crazier. This Mastercraft comes in with the Tracer Pack Froggy Forest Mastercraft bundle. I believe this bundle is going to cost you 2,400 COD points if I'm not mistaken. It brings in a new operator skin called Fun Guy, which comes in for Riptide. The operator is a frog gilly forest type of style with a bunch of mushrooms growing on it. That's like the entire theme of the bundle. But the main point of the bundle is there's a weapon blueprint for the SVA 545 called the Bog Witch. Not only does it come with tracers and a death effect, but this is actually the Mastercraft in the bundle, and this is what the inspect animation looks like. Probably one of the longest inspect animations I've ever seen, but it's actually pretty sick. So it first starts off, they're inspecting it, then it starts to rain a little bit, and then some mushrooms grow, and then it starts raining even harder, and they finish off the animation. You can also see a bunch of water coming out of the mag, which I found really hilarious. But this is the new Mastercraft that comes in with the Froggy Forest Operator bundle. What are your thoughts and opinions on this? The next thing that we have, this one is not considered really a Mastercraft, although it does have unique animations and cool effects, but this comes in for the TAC Evolver once again. This one is called the General Relativity. It comes in with the Black Hole Tracer Pack Operator bundle, which is probably one of the better bundles that we have within this update. It has the Event Horizon Operator skin for Doc, which is fully animated, and then there's another weapon blueprint for the Ram 9. You can also see the difference between both weapon blueprints. The TAC Evolver has a black hole towards the barrel of the weapon, and everything is being sucked towards it. Even the animation for the camo is sort of going in that direction. And then the Ram 9 doesn't sort of have that. It has the black hole over on the right side, and it is a little bit animated as well, but not as animated as the TAC Evolver. Following that, when you actually look at it in game, although the inspect animation is exactly the same and hasn't really changed much, you may see an astronaut floating around the black hole barrel, and you can spot them when you're using the weapon, when you're running around. It's not only the inspect feature. You can also see when Austin was shooting it in the range, the astronaut was just floating around. It doesn't necessarily stay in the center of your crosshairs, just floating around. So it may be a little bit distracting at some point, but I just found it a little bit unique compared to some of the other weapon blueprints that we have. It's just a random cool little effect that they added. You can also see that the weapon lights up really bright towards the end of the barrel while you are shooting it. The light beams out towards the right and the left side. Anyways, going on to the next bundle that we have, this one is the Tracer Pack Spaceman bundle. It hasn't released yet in the store yet. I don't even think we have a release date for this one, but it comes in not only with the operator skin for Jabber called the Moonstalker. There's 2 different weapon blueprints that are actually pretty sick. The very first one I wanted to talk about is for the XRK Stalker. It comes in with a built-in mastery camo. You can see right here that the camo itself is animated. It's super bright, glows in the dark. This one doesn't really have any effects, but on top of this, you can put any other camo that you want, and you can mix and match them to basically create your own mastery camo. And it's sort of like that camo mixing feature that was rumored to come into Call of Duty with MW2 and MW3. It basically gives you the opportunity to do that if you end up getting this weapon blueprint, and Austin6 actually showed that with different other camos on it and what it would look like and how it would adjust it and change it. But but the camo actually looks pretty sick. On top of that, there's something unique about the other weapon blueprint, and this one comes in for the BP50. This has the same exact colors and effects, but here's what the major difference is. As you shoot the weapon, it slowly evolves and it starts getting a little bit brighter, and then it completely transforms, and the stars and the planets in the camo, they start exploding, and then they create this cool little fire explosive effect whenever you shoot the weapon. So you don't have to get eliminations. Just as long as the weapon is shot, it actually transforms into this, and you can see that here in the range. It's not labeled as a ultra skin or Mastercraft or anything like that, but I definitely think this is a pretty cool feature for a weapon blueprint. The bundle itself is more than likely going to be around 2,400 COD points. Now, if you thought those were crazy, they get even crazier than that. There's a couple of Mastercraft weapon blueprints that have probably some of the weirdest animations I've ever seen, but unfortunately, this is only for Warzone Mobile. As you guys know, in Warzone Mobile, they have their own exclusive content. It looks like in this case right here, they have a couple of Mastercraft blueprints that you're able to get from different keeps. And the very first one that we have is called the Extra Crispy for the HCR56. It has a weapon animation with a raw chicken being flipped around, and then he throws it onto the weapon, and then he actually cooks it. They dropped a whole trailer for this. There's a crazy looking operator skin that also comes along with this. In my opinion, I think it would have made so much more sense for them to keep the keeps over in Warzone Mobile, but then when you unlock the weapons, have them cross over to multiplayer and in Warzone PC and console, so that way you are able to flex them and use them. And I think in my opinion would encourage more people to play Warzone Mobile, because they're going to want to see this stuff on their main primary accounts where they actually play. The second weapon blueprint was for the Cronin Skull, called the Circuit Breaker Inspect, and that's what the inspect animation looked like. Following that, we have another one for the MCW. This one is called the Toxic Terror Inspect, which I believe this keep is actually available right now for the whole Zombies Royale event that's going on. The weapon blueprint is basically like a zombie alien weapon that is actually alive, and you can see that from the inspect animation. Also eats an eyeball. Then following that, they get even crazier because we have the Tempest Razorback Hades Hand Inspect. And what it does is it summons multiple hands. You throw the weapon and they grab it from you. You then do the Pack-a-Punch Inspect animation, and then it gives you the weapon back. You fully inspect it, and that's what it looks like. But these are all the different crazy unique looking weapon blueprints that were added in Season 4 Reloaded. There's a bunch of other free ones that you can get right now, which unfortunately are not going to be anywhere near as good as these, but here's just a couple to list some off. So we currently have some that are available with the CDL weapon blueprint rewards that are going to be coming in at the end of this month. There's a Renetti weapon blueprint you'll be able to unlock. No animations, no tracer rounds, but this is what the blueprint will look like. There's also a couple that you can get right now with events that are available. The Altered Strain event has a weapon blueprint you'll be able to unlock at the very end for completing everything, and that will be for the SOA Subverter, called the Strands and Slaughter. Unfortunately, doesn't look like it's even animated. Maybe could potentially glow in the dark from the neon DNA lights that you see right there. Then the second weapon blueprint is for the Retro Warfare event. Once you complete the entire XP event, you'll unlock the Bit Blaster, which is for the Bruin MK9, making it look like a pixelated Lego type of weapon. And then the third weapon blueprint is for the Gutter Knife, called the Two Can Do This, and that's going to be the mastery for completing all the challenges for the Vacation Squad event. There's also going to be a secret weapon blueprint that you'll be able to unlock during week 8 challenges. At the moment, they haven't showed us exactly what it looks like. I have high hopes that it will either be for a really good weapon or it'll be a decent weapon blueprint, considering you'll have to do weekly challenges in order to unlock it. There's a couple other weapon blueprints that should come out towards the end of Season 4 Reloaded. For example, we have one more event, which is going to be the Vortex Death event. That one is also going to feature a mastery weapon blueprint reward you'll be able to unlock. We also have that secret event that I talked about in yesterday's video, where there's a Reclaimer weapon blueprint that you can get right now from the event. If you don't know about it, I'll have the details for that video linked down in the description. I pretty much talk about the secret event that's currently going on in MW3 and Warzone, but this is everything that you need to know in regards to the weapon blueprints. What I can say though is the weapon blueprint quality is definitely going to be increasing starting from the Season 5 update and beyond. You guys got to remember that Black Ops 6's carry forward isn't going to be a thing. If you don't know about those details, I'll have the video linked down in the description, but we did talk about how none of the operator skins or weapon blueprints are going to carry forward. So Call of Duty on their end, because they're still trying to make money, they're going to try and sell you the best quality Mastercrafts, weapon blueprints, operator skins. The crossovers are going to start getting pretty crazy as well. For example, we saw Spawn during Season 6 and they did a whole battle pass themed around Spawn, and we had like 5 or 6 different collaborations within that same season. So I'm expecting that the collabs are going to start getting crazy and the Mastercrafts are going to be more frequent, and I'll be making videos to discuss and talk about all that stuff as we get it. But that's all that I got for you guys in this video. I hope you found it informative or helpful, and if you did and you want the series to continue, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. But it's been your boy Chidzo, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys back on the channel again. Peace.